get one of those like sports spray?
No, I have to throw them away, I think.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, they stink.
Oh, we're on.
Oh, the gloves stink!
Hey, there we go.
You know, it would have been nice if she told us.
Yeah. You know, we've been on for the last like 6 minutes.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't talk about anything else that stinks.
Yeah, just go back on YouTube.
Yeah. Can you edit the beginning?
What's that?
Just ditch it.
I can, but like, you know,
Edit the
why?
beginning. But I was
Why
saying,
bother?
my gloves stink. They're awful.
Oh yeah?
But you know what's funny? Like, people will say they'll like say you live with somebody, right?
Oh yeah.
And they pull a thing of milk or something bad out of the refrigerator, right?
Right.
And do you know what what do they do?
What did they do?
They smell and they go, oh, this stinks, smell it.
Oh, all right, yeah. I do that too.
It's like your judgment can't be trusted.
Right.
Like my own judgment can't be trusted that they stink. I have to get proof from you
Right,
that
but
they
like,
stink.
we're about to throw it away though, you know.
Right, but
It's a family decision.
I know, but why do you need validation? The milk is curdled. Like, you don't need any more information. Throw it out.
Maybe it's one of those like, you know, fancy blue milk.
Get rid of it. Chuck it. I don't need you to tell me that the gloves stink. They stink. I don't even want to touch myself here. I'm
Oh,
just going to
alright,
sit like
okay.
this for the rest of the show.
Well, you know, you can always take it off.
No, this is the full effect.
Oh, all right, okay.
This is what I wear.
All
This
right,
is it.
okay.
This is the whole.
Right.
I do wear.
So if you play like night football, you'll be like stealth.
I would be stealth.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we play at night without lights.
Yeah, you know, just in case there's a radar, you know.
It's called hide and go seek
It's
football.
It's one of those marine like fatigue where
Well,
they absorb the body heat.
Yeah.
So the night vision goggles couldn't see.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we play with the night vision goggles too. Like the Navy SEALs.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And you wear the gas mask.
Yeah. So I didn't bring my mouth guard, because I wear
Okay.
a mouth guard,
Okay.
because it's very unattractive.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very unattractive.
Yeah, it's harder to notice when you have the helmet on, right?
No, we don't wear a helmet
You
for
don't
this.
wear a helmet?
No.
Oh, all right.
No.
What if you
But I
fall?
brought my flags. I wanted
Oh,
to show
okay.
you.
Okay.
I'll stand up and show everybody. So this is what we wear.
It says 2 flags.
Yeah.
Or you have one.
And you have to wear them on your hips.
Okay.
So then pull it. There you go.
Oh,
You tackled
wow.
me.
Oh, cool. Cool.
And that's it. So that's how you get tackled.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. You learned something today.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
If only they do war like this, you know.
Say it again.
If only they do war like this instead of
No,
guns.
exactly.
Yeah, you know, they
Right.
Al Qaeda
Oh,
run
gotcha.
like a belt, and then the Marine would come and pull it, and then you know, gotcha.
Exactly. Well, last week on my show before this, we were talking about Bunker Hill Day. Do you know what Bunker Hill Day is? Not Bunker Hill. I'm sorry. Evacuation Day. Do you know what Evacuation Day is?
No.
Evacuation Day is the same day as St. Patrick's Day, and it's a holiday in Boston, only in Boston.
Oh, really?
And it was like 1776 when you know, the Patriots or whatever they were called. What were they called? Not the Patriots. What were they called? The revolutionary people on our side, on this side, not the British.
Blue coat.
No, I can't. I don't know. It was escaping me. But anyway, they drove the British out of Boston. You know how they did it? They
How
went
did
to.
they do it?
They had somehow confiscated these cannons, like 39 cannons. And
Oh, okay.
you know, what's the range of a cannon?
Right,
Not very far.
right,
But they got all these cannons and they put them on a hill in Dorchester Heights,
right.
and that scared the British
Oh, cool.
so much so that they left Boston Harbor.
Oh, wow.
So it's like that. Like, you know, you would think, how could that scare them? You know, what's
That's
the range?
pretty scary.
You think?
It scares me.
It's not like they had
I'll be out there.
AK-47s.
What's that? Oh, yeah, but the cannon, that's pretty, that hurts.
I know, but the range. What's the range that a cannon can get fired?
Well, how big is the barrel?
Well, a cannon barrel is probably like maybe a
Probably
little bit.
1,000 yards.
Yeah, but I mean, you can run.
Yeah, but then if you're on the hill, right, the range is much longer.
Okay.
If you just lay flat, then, you know, it would be like 1,000 yards. But if you're on a hill, then you could go.
Right, but back then, getting out of the way of cannon fire was probably a lot easier than it would be getting out of.
No, but they have a field though, right?
Well, they were. I think they were in Dorchester Heights, overlooking the Boston Harbor, where
Right.
the British had their ships.
Right.
So they had them aimed toward the ships.
Yeah, that's good. So like, not only do they have the gun pointed at them, they have like better sights too, right?
I don't think they did.
Oh yeah.
I think it scared the ship out of them.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me.
All right. This is all planned, of course.
This was not. I'm going to shut this off. I'm sorry. This is horrible. I'm embarrassed.
No, don't worry about it.
So what are we doing tonight, Bernie?
What do you want to do today?
My football for me has been very, very good.
Okay. Tell us about your last game.
Well, it's been very, very good. But when I play my own teams, so one of my teams made it to the playoffs, one of my teams didn't.
Oh,
Okay? So it's the first time in probably in a year.
Right.
In a year that both teams didn't make it to the playoffs. So the better team made it to the playoffs. We're in the
Right.
top division in the playoffs. So we play
Right.
this weekend.
Right.
But I feel like, so I've been playing on my own teams, but I've also been subbing on other teams.
Right.
And I feel like my playing on those other teams that I sub on has been superior to anything I've done ever. But my playing on my own team hasn't been as superior.
Is your own team in the playoffs?
Yeah.
Okay.
But the other teams that I subbed on aren't.
All right.
No, but I'm not saying it was. I'm not saying that I played with people who weren't as good. I'm saying that my playing has been like incredible when I play with these other teams. But when I play with my own team, I feel like I'm floundering.
What would you feel is the difference? Like, describe it as in words that are actual.
Like I would be lying to?
No, I mean like without using any adjectives.
Without saying an adjective.
Like something measurable. Something we can see. Like describing like a commentator. Or CS.
I feel like I have more pressure when I play on my own team.
Okay.
That's not right?
That's not right. No, like realistically, like if you're looking at Randy Moss, he ran left, right, and then
You want a visual? Is
Yeah,
that what you mean?
yeah. Something like just describe how you play from outside yourself, as if you're watching yourself play.
Interesting. That feels uncomfortable.
Hey,
What is this, therapy?
that's the way we roll here.
So what, like how I went up the field? Is that what you mean? Like give
Yeah,
me a
like
visual?
it's just the play. How do you see the differences? If you can describe it in a third person way.
In the third person.
Right.
So okay. So this feels uncomfortable, but I'll do it. So Dianna,
Right.
right? That's what you want, right?
Right.
So Dianna lines up
Right.
on offense.
Okay.
There's Dianna lining up, on the line of scrimmage,
Right.
fearlessly lining up. That's an adjective.
Yes,
That's an adverb. With an ly, it's an adverb.
Let's just avoid the ad.
Okay.
words.
So Dianna lines up. Is lined up on the line of scrimmage. She takes off, darting in and out or in between players
Right.
to get herself open,
Okay.
non-stop. Doesn't
Okay.
relentless. You can't say relentless. I can't. Without giving up. You do that.
Okay.
This is when I
So
sub on
is-
other
is
teams.
Okay, that's the good part.
That's the good part.
Okay. And when you play for your own team.
Dianna lines up on the line of scrimmage. And I can't say any adjectives. Walks. Can I use that word?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see.
It
the
appears
word.
as if she's walking.
Right.
It appears as if she's a zombie.
No.
Zombie is a noun.
No. Yeah, but that doesn't quite describe.
I don't move as quickly.
You don't move as.
I don't think I move as quickly, and I feel like, yeah, I'm not driven
Don't
as
you have
much.
more responsibility when you're on your own team?
Yeah.
Yeah. Like the general, you don't see him running around with the gun.
This is true. This is true. Yeah, I don't know. There's a difference. I can't explain it. Back to back, last weekend, and this past weekend, so
Right.
2 weekends in a row, I played on other teams.
Right.
I couldn't believe it. I could not believe how well I did.
Right.
I mean, I was making catches that people were like in awe that I made the catches. I was in awe.
Right.
I played with people that I hadn't, one team that I hadn't played with before, and the quarterback I didn't know.
Right. But did you win?
We actually tied,
Okay.
and somebody, this weekend we tied, and somebody said, couple people, 2 people on the team said, we tied because you played with us.
So is that like,
That's
or
a very
or
high.
else they would have lost, right?
Right,
Okay.
they would have lost, yeah, or else they would have lost.
Yes.
Yes,
Let's make that clear.
right, they would have lost.
Right. Okay. So do you feel better because you feel made the difference there?
Yeah, I feel better because, not so much so that I made the difference, but that I made catches that were incredible. Can't use incredible, but I made catches that were, people couldn't believe that I made those catches. Like people on the sidelines, people that I was playing with and against.
But would that be because when you play with your own team, it's much better planned?
Much better.
Much better planned.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, you execute the game plans more precisely, right? You only make big plays
Yes.
when you know the last minute dish to throw
Yes.
the basketball in, like
Yes.
that's like a last minute desperate
Yes.
kind of measures, right? Those make the highlights, but
Yes.
they don't usually make the winning team, right?
Right. Right. But I had those plays.
Right.
This, the past 2 weeks, I had those plays.
Right. So
And they were exciting. I mean, you can't help it. But our team, when my team plays, we're a lot more methodical. You know what I
Right.
mean? We don't do the risky stuff like that. And that's why we always make the playoffs.
Yeah, that's what
Right.
make a good game.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So we usually make the playoffs because we're more methodical. We have
Right.
a game plan. We don't do stupid stuff like that. We don't get ourselves into holes that we
Right.
have to scramble to get out of.
Yeah, it's like when you watch soccer, right? Like you see the goals that comes from like half a mile away and scores, right? Like they only do that when they're losing.
When they're desperate.
Yeah.
Right,
Or
right.
like when you see hockey players, the goalie comes out and starts playing,
Right,
That looks funny. That looks good.
right,
It makes the highlight reel, but
right. So what are you trying to say?
that you're actually playing better
Right.
in your own team.
Oh, maybe I am. It's possible. It's possible, but I don't feel it. I don't feel as confident. I almost feel nervous when I'm playing on the other teams, and that nervousness feels like it's driving me to excel to a different level.
Right.
And I don't have that nervousness on my team.
Well, we've talked about this last time. Do you see it as a team sport or a self sport?
Team sport.
Right. And you're winning as a team,
Right,
and you're the captain of the team.
right. But one of my teams lost. I never lose.
But that's not like your team. Though.
No, I have 2 teams. One of them didn't make it to
Oh,
the
okay.
playoffs.
Is that a disappointment to you?
Semi, yeah.
You don't talk like you feel disappointed.
I have mixed feelings about it, because
Okay.
we had a team that was almost 2 teams that merged, and I felt like it caused a lot of dissension. So it didn't feel like one team, like my other team, my top team feels like one team, whereas
Right.
this other team felt like a lot of dissension.
Right.
So in some way, I'm relieved that it's over, and I
Okay.
don't have to play with these people anymore.
Right. You guys are.
Hope you're not watching. Not you, Sean, you're still playing. So, so there's some
Right.
relief there, but there is some disappointment that, we're not the top dogs anymore.
Well, you don't really have one top dog, and you have like 2 teams.
Right, yeah, but we had 2 teams, if we were top
Well,
dog
how many teams
divisions.
does Tom Brady play for?
Exactly, he plays one.
Yeah.
That's true. You're right.
You can only fight for one side at a time.
Right, right. No, but we're in different divisions, so we don't fight each
Oh,
other.
okay.
We don't, you know what I mean?
Right.
Right, so we don't fight against one another.
Right. So maybe from all those teams that you have played for, it's not like a separate thing, right? You can see that as a holistic way. It's like you learn from those experiences. And when your opportunity comes along, let's say when you're in the Super Bowl and you have to make the big plays, you have done that already.
Right,
Right.
right.
So that adds to your natural instincts and ability, right?
So are you trying to tell me that you're helping me?
What's that?
Have you had an effect on me?
No, I'm saying that when you make those big plays, when you're subbing for other teams, those big plays are now part of you too, right?
Right,
And the lessons from those plays are ingrained in you.
right,
Like, you know, how you have performed in those plays, how you can do better than that, or how to avoid getting into those situations, right?
right.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, what's interesting about that is that when you sub on other teams, you don't have a voice. You just want to keep, I keep my mouth shut, which is
Right.
very hard for me to do, believe me.
That's what the mouth guard is for.
Yeah, but I take it out, believe me. But it's hard for me to do because I remember, this is their team, it's not my team,
All
right?
Okay.
So then there's less pressure because let them do whatever they want. They want to do panicky kind of stuff, but I'm always afraid
Right.
that they're going to do something panicky, right?
Right.
And they'll be wanting me to catch the ball at that point.
Right.
And then the pressure is on. But the bottom line is, I did rise to the challenge because I was
Right.
able to do that.
Right.
So that's a good thing.
Yeah. So what would you like to work on tonight?
I want to get a good night's sleep tonight. Would that work?
Yeah, sure.
No, I want to keep going. I want to keep, because I think it's working.
Right, okay.
Something's working. Something.
Damn, too bad we lost
Huh?
the last episode where you
I
were saying
know.
that. Yeah.
I think something's working.
Okay. What do you think is working? What do you want more of?
Well, I'm always like, when you say that, and then I feel like, okay, if I say this, you're going to say no. If I say that, you're going to say no.
Well, I only say no because you're not describing it properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so I don't know how.
What? No, like when I'm just trying to craft it in a more precise way, so it will work, you know, better.
Okay.
Yeah.
But I'm still a little lost.
What
As evidenced
what would
by
you
my
like
glazed
more-
over eyes.
What would you like more of?
Confidence.
Okay.
And that's what I feel like I've built on the last 2 times.
What have you built on?
The confidence that I am actually capable of extending myself.
Okay.
See, my team plays safe.
Okay, that's good.
My team plays safe.
Yeah.
And it's great because it wins games.
Yeah.
But I always feel like, well, when we play safe, then I'm not challenged enough so that if we do get into a bind, because it's possible, it's human nature, right? We're not always going to win even if we play safe.
Right.
If we get into a bind, then I will be able to be one of those people that can be counted on
Right.
to help us out of the bind.
Okay.
Doesn't mean we're going to win. Doesn't mean it's all on me, but there are other people on the team, one woman and most of the guys, I would have to say, who probably feel that way. They feel like, yeah, they could be counted on in a bind.
Okay.
And I want to be that. I want to be comfortable when I'm out there and when we're in a bind and I'm like, oh my God, I hope that the ball doesn't have to come to me.
All right.
You know what I mean?
So we have like
Rapido, Bernie,
Yeah, like-
rapido.
8 minutes.
Okay. Is that
Do
too
this.
long?
What's
Or
that?
not long enough?
Well, we can do it. So if you want to summarize, what would you like to be done what would you like to do tonight in one sentence? What would it be?
Relax. I would like to be more relaxed and confident.
Okay.
Comfortable. Relaxed, comfortable, and confident.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Okay?
All right,
Now
so-
put me to sleep. Get to work.
I've been procrastinating.
Why is that? You don't want to do it?
No. You look great. We do
Oh,
this.
thank you. Let's go.
Yeah.
Rapido. That's my word. Rapido.
All right. Sit back.
Okay.
Flat
Hand.
on the floor.
Yeah. My stinky hands on my
All right.
my
Thank
legs.
you, sir.
Yeah.
Hands on your
Yeah.
left side. Just look up here.
Now remember, make sure my neck goes down because it hurts like that.
What's that?
I can't have my neck like this. Okay, this is good.
No, this is you.
You have 3 lines
Alright.
there. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay.
3 lines.
Yeah.
What else
on
do
the
you
palm of
see?
your hand. There's 3 lines. 3
Alright.
lines there. Yeah.
That's right. You already know how it feels to be hypnotized. And you remember how wonderful it is to let the warm ray of healing light just flow from the top of your head all the way down to your spine. Around your shoulders and onto the tip of your fingers. And you may hear other sounds in this room and other sounds in the hallway. It would not disturb you in any way. All you have to do is focus on the sound of that voice, just like yourself do. Just allow yourself to sink into the softness of the chair. That's right. Each breath that you take, find yourself sinking just a little bit deeper into the chair. Find the body relaxing just a little bit more every time you breathe in and exhale. Just relax and go and sink deeper. That's right. That's right. As I count backwards from 5 to 1, you can just allow your mind and your body sink through the chair all the way down to the floor. And remember how good it feels to open up your unconscious mind and open up anything that may be blocking your energy from flowing from the top of your head to the tip of your fingers and toes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's right. And just imagine yourself to be the Dianna that you wanted to be. Look at the Dianna who's confident and relaxed. Notice how she breathes. Notice the look in her eyes. And your unconscious mind picture that Dianna who is fully motivated, fully confident, fully aware of what's happening on the field. She had exceptional acumen. She has exceptional coordination. She communicates very well with her teammates. You can see the people around you looking at you, knowing that you'll be able to make the play whenever it is counted upon you to make those plays. Imagine yourself on the field, yet relaxed and confident. Let all the lessons of the past, anything that worked, anything that could be improved, flow through and be in perfect harmony and synchrony with your mind and your body. So on the field, you won't have to think about these things. It will just happen naturally and effortlessly. Now feel yourself and the future Dianna merging together. Feel her mind and your mind, your body and your body merging together into one single entity of white energy. Feel that energy flows through the mind, shoulders, your hips, your fingers and toes. That's right. And just take a few moments. Feel that energy flows through your mind and your body. When I reach the number 10, come back to this room, feeling great, feeling like you've just slept for the last 8 hours. Totally energized, full of life, full of energy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Whenever you're ready. 10.
Yes.
How does that feel?
You know, I didn't want to come back.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Alright. Sounds good to me.
I didn't want to come back out of being hypnotized.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Well, very nice.